How's it going, team? Welcome back to a new video. We are looking at 7 days of hell, captivity, interrogations, battles, the Special Operations Forces recruitment trials for the Ukrainian Special Forces. I reckon this is going to be a great video, a great insight to what sort of training they have to do. So I'm really looking forward to it. But please, as always, go and check out the original video in the description. Give them a like, share and a follow. And as always, if you could please comment below with what your thoughts are and what you want to see next. Let's get into it.
Я вас вірю, хлопці. А там вже побачимо. Слава Україні! Героям слава! Час пішов! Час пішов!
We select people very thoroughly and very simply.
You can even see by their eyes what a person is capable of.
Yeah, you really can, definitely. You can tell what's going on in someone's eyes a lot of the time.
This is the first little step on the path of growth for the future operator.
This, so to speak, is one of the opportunities to join the ranks of the Special Operations Forces.
What is selection in the first place? Instructors need to select those people who are capable of working in more complex conditions. Only a weapon, equipment, and your backpack. And you might need to walk 30 or 50 kilometers. And selection shows who can get this job done.
That's literally it. You need to put a group of people under some of the most intense pressure, arduous training to be able to find out who can work in either a small team or on their own in some of the most dangerous and high stressful situations possibly out there, with either with the most minimal kit or carrying some of the heaviest kit. They need to be obviously adaptable and a thinking soldier, because they could be a place where communications are crap. But also because they're in such dangerous situations, they need to be able to think on their feet. So they are put to the test. They are really pushed as far as they could be pushed mentally and physically to see if they can cope in such dangerous situations. Because of what they're doing, they need to be able to do that to survive. It's not like you're going in with a platoon, company, battle group into an area. More than likely you're going to be going in a very small team. Or on your own into these situations. You need to be able to think in high stressful situations and handle the pressure.
I have the best job in the world. You have to shower, shave, be neat, shoot, work on self-improvement, and get paid for it.
There you go. It's as easy as that. That is your
I
job.
love my job. I love it, that's it. Yes, there are different tasks. Sometimes you have to assault enemy positions, and sometimes you need to do real soft stuff. You could be sent behind enemy lines to Russia. Check some things out. Do something. Show what you are capable of.
Our unique feature is that we perform tasks that others cannot.
In perspective, SOF is the most powerful unit that can exist in the entire Europe.
In the entire world, okay? All outside Europe, all these nations who have military personnel and have the soft units, they are the best, the most dangerous in the world, okay? They are the top people taken from other units and put into one unit. These are the best of that nation in these 1 or 2 units. These guys are completely naked. What's going on here? Right, so as you can see there, they've got numbers on their back, okay? This is majority of military courses, especially something like this. you get given a number because it's easier to identify someone with a number, because a lot of people may have the same surnames, and it saves them having to try and remember your name and call out your name. So you're just known as a number. So it's for ease of paperwork, ease for just a course. So you'll see this quite regularly on a lot of courses. Don't know why some of them are completely naked though. I don't think you'd get away with that in the UK anymore, apart from SEER training. That's cold. A weapon above your head hurts a lot more than you think if it's only a few, it's only 4 or 5 kilograms.
The selection process itself requires a certain attitude from the instructors towards the candidates as well.
Yeah, too right.
As an instructor conducting selection, you don't have the right to buddy up with the candidate or make any concessions to them.
No, you're not there to be the friend, you're there to select the right people for the unit, for the job. Too right.
Before they step into the ring, the guys also get a bit of a workout to make them a little tired, so they could show us that even after the exercises, they can still box and prove that they are capable of something.
It's also great for showing, can you switch the aggression on and off? Fight, turn it on. Stop, turn the aggression off, stop going towards your target. Controlled aggression. And can you handle being punched in the face? That's what they want to see. Are you going to back down when it gets hard, when you get hit? Or are you going to keep fighting?
You can really see it in the people. It's very evident how motivated they are. They're candidates with strong characters, and they're those who, as they say, came here by accident. You can even see it in their eyes, what a person is capable of.
That's really true. You can really see in their eyes, right? If someone's struggling, if they've dropped, are they sort of looking at you, just not really paying attention? They're too busy feeling sorry from themselves. You can really see that in someone's eyes. So it's going to put in a lot of confusion for these guys. What's going on? A lot of noise, a lot of shouting, gunfire. Smoke can disorientate you.
Another difficulty is that they cannot sleep for more than 4 hours a day. The hardest part is to perform exercises while being exhausted. It's very difficult.
Та ні, ви вже все сказали, як це все? Все, вже сказали все, значить все. Браво, браво. Не крутіть колоду. Лягли.
Logs are a brilliant tool when it comes to physical training.
The selection is unique because everything here is voluntary. People aren't forced to do anything. Accordingly, the person chooses this path themselves, so we only suggest that they do things. Gentlemen candidates, pick up that log. If a candidate doesn't want to do it, if they refuse, no one wastes their time. A person who gives up goes and hits the bell.
That's exactly it. All special forces is voluntary. You don't get put into special forces. You are volunteering. You say, I want to go and attempt that selection. I want to be one of the best in the world. So when you quit, they're just like, all right, cool, let's go. They don't go, are you sure? Let's stick with it. It's, all right, you want to quit? Come on, let's go. Let's go and have a cup of tea. Let's go and have a coffee. Sort your paperwork out and you can go home. There's no like, oh, are you sure? And then you get back in the game. Once you say it, that's it. You've quit. So yeah, one thing to remember, never just go, oh, I'm going to quit just because you've got a bit of doubt in your mind if you genuinely do want to carry on. A lot of units, special force units, use the bell, didn't they?
It happens that we come across mentally strong candidate, but physically their body cannot handle it. For them, it's so difficult to go and hit the bell that they would rather collapse, roughly speaking, that hit the bell and give up.
На фазі оцінки та відбору
At the evaluation and selection phase, various types of loads are applied to the candidates, such as physical loads, mental loads, endurance tests. Psychological pressure is included in such loads. In our candidates, we assess self-control, self-regulation, and psychological resilience under conditions of forced isolation.
This is going to be tough when you've had little sleep as well. Your mind's going to be playing tricks with you. You don't know the time, you don't know how long you've been there for. Your legs start to ache. You've lost your sense, you can't see.
Все, хорошо. Шановні кандидати, дякую за увагу. Ви всі витримали це випробування.
Приходить БРК.
I have a new order. Our plane or helicopter crashed. Your task: to deliver the pilots to a certain square within a certain time.
Look how heavy that looks.
Друга фаза.
The second phase is the transportation of cargo in plastic cans.
Ви знаходитесь на ворожій території. Завдання групи – доставити пальне та БК союзній механізованій роті. 57-й, ще третій кружок вокруг банди. Хто ще хоче поставити каністри?
I have noticed, I don't know if it's with funding, obviously, Ukraine's been sent a lot of equipment. They all have sort of different backpacks, different coloured backpacks, a lot of different hats, jumpers, boots. We can wear our own boots, but normally you have the same sort of similar Bergen. These are all sort of completely different. So wondering if that's just sort of what they've had to try and gather themselves or whatever this is issued.
Блін, забув спитати. Хто хоче здатись?
23-400. Скажем так, недільний день.
Let's say Sunday is the toughest day. It's a 30-kilometer march in full gear.
Ходити марші теж треба вміти.
You also need
Wonder
to
what
know how
pace.
to march. Even how you place your foot, how you use your backpack, the straps, the waist belt. You also need to know these things.
I wonder what's the pass rate for this.
Красиві всі такі, хромаючі, блін, аж. Ну що, тігри? Я вас вітаю в силах спеціальних операцій. Мінімально ви зробили. Але я впевнений, що це не саме важкіше речі.
Із проходження можете зняти манішки, взяти зброю і перейти на наступну фазу.
Well done to these guys for making it through Hell Week. Sticking with it.
Дякую тобі, Мишечка.
Lose the orange.
Курс це не тільки селект.
The Q course is not just about selection. It's a whole complex of measures aimed at preparing a person who, after completing several more stages of training, will become an operator in the chosen direction.
Чуєте звук? Вертушка летить.
Авіація.
З другої сторони 29. З другої сторони. Постріл.
Using a stick. Just shows you got to use around you if you haven't got all the equipment to hand. You know, doesn't mean you still can't test them.
Ви їх бачите?
Поки ні.
І я їх не бачу.
Я вас розумію, пане Жуку. Давай сюди.
17-й, ви хотіли автомат?
Oh my god, look at the size of that.
Ну хто там, 68-й?
Pretty decent. As you can see, they are pushed physically and mentally quite a lot. They still get 4 hours of sleep, which is better than 30 minutes or less when you're on some sort of arduous exercise, sometimes courses. But there was a lot of like sort of cardiovascular physical training in that, a lot of running with kits, boxing, crawling. So they are definitely pushed physically. You know, they're making the most of what they have with kit and equipment. It looks like they have to possibly gather their own sort of equipment, jackets, hats, backpacks, boots. I don't know if they've really issued it. So that's another task in itself. And then the instructors look like they're pretty brutal with them. They definitely aren't friendly. They're quite aggressive. You've got a lot of confusion going on when you do the sort of some of the scenarios. So yeah, definitely tough. I think a lot of people would struggle with this course, just this 1 week selection to try and make it to the next phase. A lot of people out there definitely would struggle. You could see of them, a lot of getting injured. There's a lot of them being sick where they've been pushed so physically hard. So yeah, well done to the guys that did pass and move on to the next phase. It's definitely a tough course for sure. But thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.